my name is Shara Sagira and I am going to present my backpack defense. All about me. In January 2017, my parents and I migrated to the United States from India to seek advanced education and to settle here. My dad is a lawyer and my mom is a homemaker. Growing up, I have always been inspired by my dad's hard work and my mom's unconditional love for us. Prior to Seneca, I went to Wagner High School for 2 years and moved here due to address change. When I grow up, I want to be a nurse practitioner just like my older sister. I love to travel, bake, cook, and I am open to all new experiences. In my world history class, we were given a project about Islam. I took this opportunity very seriously because I wanted to educate people what Islam really is. I wanted to explicate that all Muslims are not terrorists. Islam stands for peace, just like all other religions. I have witnessed that many of my fellow Muslim friends were called terrorists just because they wear hijab. I have seen fear in their eyes for getting bullied just because they follow their religion a little too seriously. In the United States, we have a freedom to follow any religion or to not follow. So why should one feel oppressed to follow their religion, right? This topic taught me to be a globally and culturally competent citizen because it helped me respect different cultures, perspectives, and beliefs. Through this artifact, I wanted to promote sense of belonging to all the cultures. Cultural competence encourages this acknowledgement and acceptance of differences in appearance, behavior, and cultures. Globally and culturally competent citizen. In my freshman ESL class, I made a presentation about Egypt, where I talked about the religion, culture, food, languages, and landforms. Prior to making this presentation, I had a stereotype about Egypt that it is filled with desert. But I was wrong. Egypt is extraordinarily historic and one of the most famous travel destinations. This artifact made me a globally and culturally competent citizen because through this artifact I explored and learned Egyptian culture. This specific skill helped me learn how to respect different cultures, perspectives, and their beliefs. I learned that Egypt is one of the oldest ancient civilizations in the world and it has the longest river in the world. Emerging innovator. In sophomore year, my English 2 teacher assigned us to choose an issue, describe and provide solutions. My teammates and I decided to choose the most common but unfamiliar issue, that is immigrants. I wanted to acquire this to my class. I decided to collaborate with immigrant students around my school to produce the best solution for this issue. This project is very close to my heart because it is not just an issue but sad story of each and every immigrant out there, including myself. I am glad I overcame this challenging obstacle, but I also wanted to help ESL students around my school who feel afraid to participate in their class activities because it is not their first language. Therefore, my teammates and I innovated a ESL club, buddy club, where we would pair up one ESL student with American student in which they will do some activities that include a whole lot of talking, understanding each other by writing thoughts, and also learning the seven parts of speech. By getting used to talking to their buddies, they will boost up their level of confidence and talk to their American buddies as they will no longer have stereotype about immigrants. This project made me an emerging innovator because I innovated a club within my school for all the immigrants to feel equal as their fellow American student. Effective communicator. This artifact relates to effective communicator because in this assignment I used appropriate convention and evidence to convey my ideas clearly. This artifact helped me grow as an effective communicator because I am not as good at describing and exaggerating something, but in this assignment I had to clearly explain a quote and write 2-page argument about describing that quote. From this artifact, I was able to learn when someone expects something from us, it is a sign that they trust what we trust and they believe in what we do. As a result of meeting their expectations, we naturally tend to raise our expectations for ourselves. Effective communicator. This artifact relates to effective communicator because I interviewed my librarian about her career to present in a club called Educators Rising. Educators Rising is a professional organization that supports students who are interested in education related careers. This artifact made me effective communicator because I presented this interview in front of 10 judges who criticize and ask questions. In this presentation, I had to clearly convey my ideas to the audience, and I used technology effectively and formatted my slides to look formal yet attractive by adding in colors and pictures. As my performance was outstanding in the district and statewide competition, I was honored to attend the nationals and present this in Dallas, Texas. A productive collaborator. In my biomedical science class, my partner and I were assigned to make a children's book story about viral infection. It was a bit complicated for us to make the book kids-friendly yet informative. So we both gathered ideas to form a children's book story. This artifact made me a productive collaborator because I worked effectively with a partner to accomplish a common goal. This artifact helped me grow as a productive collaborator because I like to work independently. However, collaborating with a partner assisted me to receive feedback and add new ideas to the work to make the work better. Also, it helped me a lot with the work time management. We both were able to finish the presentation in just 2 days without any stress. Prepared and resilient learner. Math standards. I can understand the concept of a function and use function notation. I can analyze functions using different representations. On the type right corner is my quiz for math concepts. Under the quiz is my grade I received. So this was a quiz about functions and all of that, and I received 10 out of 10 in this recent quiz that I have taken. Math is not my favorite subject. However, if there is a quiz, I give my whole effort and time to understand each and every step. Prepared and resilient learner. English standards. I can produce clear, coherent writing in which the development, organization, and styles are appropriate to research about a career. I use precise language, domain-specific nursing vocabulary, and techniques throughout the research paper. This artifact helped me to explore my desired future career in a very comprehensive way. So in my English class, I made a research paper in which I had to talk about my career, about education, annual salary, and everything included. Prepared and resilient learner. Below are my math scores in reading of this test. I scored 10 points higher than fall. This is because I spent a lot of time reading non-fiction books to help me with ACT. Whereas in the math section of the test, my score slightly decreased 4 points because my math teacher left school in the middle of the school year, and I had substitute for the whole second semester. This not only distracted me, but also gave me procrastination to do math practice outside of the school hours. Seneca signature skill. In my junior high school year, I decided to volunteer for the American Red Cross blood drive that was held at Seneca. This artifact relates to servant leader because I spent six school periods to help with the blood drive. The pictures on the right side shows that I am assisting the donors after they have donated blood. I signed up to donate. However, unfortunately for having low iron, I was not able to donate blood, but I still tried. This skill taught me that dedicating your time as a volunteer helps you make new friends, expand your network, and boost your social skills. Reflection on academic growth. I noticed my grades and GPA grew exponentially higher from freshman year. My math scores in reading and math science increased each semester. I never faced any behavioral issue and consequences throughout my high school. My attendance certainly increased. over here you can see my GPA and behavior issues, which I don't have any. Glad. Transition readiness. Academic ready. My goal for this year was to pass civics test, pass NOCTI, retake ECT, apply to colleges, and lastly do backpack defense. I am extremely satisfied to say that almost all my goals have been met except for the backpack defense, which I am doing right now. Career ready. I am in the patient care technician program. We learned about the responsibilities and education of PCT. We mainly focus on hands-on learning in CPR, checking blood pressures, provide first aid, and lastly, we explore the whole career. We also went on few field trips about this. I am transition ready because I have already passed my NOCTI Healthcare Core NOCTI test. And over here you can see the certificate that I received for scoring 70 or above in NOCTI. And over here, these are the students providing CPR, hands-only CPR in my class. How have the JCPS skills prepared me for my future? JCPS skills have prepared me to be an effective communicator and productive collaborator. The skill productive collaborator helped me understand the significance of working in a group. Giving and taking feedback always makes a person do better. As a matter of fact, I noticed that the times I work in group, I ended up finishing the work earlier because if there are more people in the group, time management will be easier. I also learned that being a productive collaborator helps in forming alliances and achieving common objectives together. In addition, the skill effective communicator has helped me come out of my comfort zone. Being an immigrant child, I thought my accent was not as good to talk in public. However, I was erroneous. I began to join more clubs that included speaking because the more we talk, the less challenging it becomes. Furthermore, I know for a fact that this skill will always help me in my future for college and professional life. Moreover, by delivering messages clearly, there is no room for misunderstanding and alteration of messages, which decreases the potential for conflicts, which is very important in nursing. Moving on, my plans after graduation, you can see over here, this is my acceptance letter for YOVL, University of Louisville. I got accepted into the program into nursing, and I'm really excited to be in it. Over here you can look at my key scholarship paper that I received this summer. This is McConnell scholarship application that I applied for University of Louisville. This is competitive trustee scholarship that I applied for University of Louisville. Next, you can see over here is my ILP link. This is my transcript. You can see that my GPA in freshman year was 3.5, but as I studied, it significantly grew to up to 4.25 because I was taking my AP class. I really feel like my GPA increased because I was growing and I started to come out of my comfort zone, ask more questions to the teacher. You can see that I had some C's and some B's, but now I don't have any C's. It's all straight A's, and I'm very proud of that. If you have any questions, you can email me on my student email. That is shahar.sagira@stu.jefferson.kyschools.us. I hope I did my presentation well and you understood everything, but still, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Thank you.